Hello everybody and welcome to the 2024 Throw Down the Mountain presented by Sun King. This is round one. We were supposed to play from a modified layout to blue baskets, but didn't quite work out that way because of the weather the day before. So it'll be an interesting round, a little bit muddy, and we'll be playing to an something alternate. Alright. Here on hole one is 206 feet, par 3. Trying to throw a little chip up forehand. I felt a little more comfortable with it, but looking back, backhand looks a little bit better. Now you might see why I would rather go backhand, but we're left here. It's the beginning of the tournament, so I'm fine with pitching up for a par and moving on. Alright, hole 2 is 269 foot par 3. You're trying to throw around, not to there, but through that gap and then have it fade to the left. Now I'm left with a really tough shot. I'm trying to throw, I've got my Luna in my hand, I'm trying to throw a forehand where it turns to the left and lands flat. But I threw a little too much anhyzer and nose down and unfortunately rolls a little bit. But as we get down there, you'll see that it's pretty open. I should still get up and down for my bogey. But throw a really poor shot and pull it. But I still have probably close to 55 footer for bogey. But missed that. I'm letting, right here at this point, I'm letting these early nerves get to me, but I'm going to try and move on and not think about that. Hole 3 is a par 4, 532 feet. You're throwing up from here, and then you're throwing up to like a rock.
Nice drive, Eli.
It's like a rock slope that you're throwing onto, so it could easily roll away. Anything could happen. I threw not a great shot. I threw it into a little too early, and now I got this little gap that I'm trying to hit with my Firebird. And right there, that should be really good, but we'll see how it looks up there. About a 25 footer. Really happy with this shot. And I make the putt as well to get a birdie going. Over par on this course is not good at all. So we're going to try and fight back to underbar. Hole 4, par 3, 367 feet. In my opinion, one of the tougher holes out here because it's like a pushing hyzer and it's really tucked off to the right side. I throw a good shot, but it's just hard to keep it straight going all the way up there. And now I'm left with about a 50 footer, and we'll see what happens. Drain a 50 footer feels really good, especially after taking a double bogey 2 holes ago. That was very preventable. Now we're on to hole 5, 288 feet. I can reach it with the putter, but I decided to take my buzz, and I don't want to come up short. But yank it big time off to the right side. But somehow it pushed all the way back down to the bottom of the hill. And I should have either a backhand approach shot or a putt, or depending if you want to throw a forehand. This here, it's really tough because you can't even see the basket. Even from where my dad's at here with the camera, you can't even see it. So it's very blind. But I had a feeling about the area where it was, and I knew that if I threw it within that area, I should be at left with at most like a 10-footer. Hole 6 here, par 4, 577 feet. I've got my Ken Climo Firebird trying to throw it just high, stalling to the left. And I throw a great shot. It's rare to see some players down this far on the fairway, but it definitely gives you a big advantage coming into this green. Having a throw, all you have to do is throw a putter or approach shot. And I pull it way off to the right, not even giving it a chance to have a look. And now I have this tough look through the bushes, and I saw a little gap through the sawgrass that I might hit, and I was basically playing Plinko, hoping that when I hit it, it wouldn't knock it too far down, but it did. Hole 7 here, par 3, 248 feet. Should be a gimme birdie. And I've got about a 15-footer up there for the birdie. Well, that looks like actually even less, maybe 10 feet. Hole 8 here, because we're playing this modified layout, usually you play to the bottom, but we're playing to the top, where the red basket's at, and the tee pad's down at the bottom. It's a tough shot. You gotta push that right side, and you got that big bushy tree, and then you gotta make sure you don't pull it too far to the left. But I'm left with this putt for bird. And I sink it. Feels good to have through 8 holes, 2 down after taking a double bogey on hole 2. This shot here, it was very poor. This hole is only 258 feet hyzer and threw a really poor shot. Now I got this forehand here to try and get up to the green, which is a little, I've got my Luna trying to flex it up there. And out of my hand, it was perfect. And now I'm left with I'm basically under the basket. Hole 10 here is a tough hole. We're playing to the bottom, and it's a little hyzer flip. It's like it's a pushing hyzer if you want to go down the right side, or you can go forehand down the left. But I threw it a little too high and it flipped up more than expected, so I'm left with this putt here for birdie. Gave it a decent bid. Pulled it maybe 2 inches away from hitting chains. Solid par there. And moving into hole 11, trying to throw this one. I'm trying to throw a hyzer, pushing to the left. Throw that one a little high, but seems to work out. Oh. Yeah, I forgot we were playing the shorts. Yeah, it's just a small little hyzer to the basket. This is a very stock shot. Hole 12 here, 530 feet. I'm trying to throw a forehand as far as I can. It's up. There's a little opening. You may see the basket off to the right about now. It's the red one up there. We're playing to that one. Really happy with my tee shot. Left with a fairly simple up. Now I'm left with about 15 feet here for the birdie. Really happy with the birdie here. Made it really easy on myself, throwing good tee shot. Now, hole 13 here, 322-foot par 3. This one is a hole that you feel great if you birdie. You're throwing at a lot of trees up ahead, and there's a small little gap that you're having to throw at. And you want to kind of push on hyzer, and you don't really want to dump or flip up, but don't throw a great shot. But I've got this little sneaky gap right here.
Oh!
And I almost throw it in there. I didn't even try to give it a bid, but I was focused on the gap, and I threw it at the gap, not thinking too much about speed. Threw it a little hard and almost got the throw in. Solid birdie putt or par save. Alright, hole 14 here, par 4. Very stock shot. I got my Athena here. Just trying to place it out off to the left. Didn't mean to throw it that high, but even where I'm at, it should be a very simple up and down. I've got a Firebird here trying to throw it out to the left on a little hyzer, and I have it pushed to the right. I throw that one pretty much perfect, 10 feet from the basket.
Thank you.
Very solid birdie. Hole 15, par 4, 615 feet. Trying to push it about as straight as you can, and then it's up to the right. It's not a super hard hole, but the tee shot is kind of what can put you in a great position, or can leave you with having to scramble for par. I have this up from probably probably close to 200. Now I've got this little straddle out, trying about 40, 45, I'm guessing. I felt like I gave it a solid bid from the position I was in. It felt decent, but definitely was a little left. Taking the par isn't bad, but I know on this course it's gonna take some heaters, and I got a couple of tough holes coming up, and I know I want to play well out here. Here hole 16, 400-foot par 4. I got my MD5, just trying to throw it up there. I know I can pump it, and it's not gonna go very far. And here I'm just trying to throw. All I have to do is throw a jump putt to get up to the basket to save birdie. Really good. Hole 17 here, par 3. Whenever I was practicing for longs, I never practiced for shorts because we were never supposed to play shorts, but this is basically my play anyways for blues, is just pitch it off to the right and then another little pitch up to the basket for par, and it worked out perfectly for the forehand to get it up there for the birdie. And then here is hole 18,
You're gonna be fine,
par
dude.
5,
You're good.
780 feet. I thought I threw it really poor, but it got a really lucky wind gust that flipped it up a lot. And here is a par 5, and I can either throw it up to the green to try and get eagle, or I can pitch it up to the side and just take the easy birdie. And in the moment, I decided the wind was, and you can't really tell in this here, but it was really gusty out there. I decided it's just smart to pitch it up, take the birdie, move on, and let's see if I can gain some strokes the next day. And now I'm left with this 20-footer. In my opinion, this is probably everybody's most nerve-wracking final putt because it like doubles on you because everybody's watching you.
Nice job, bud.
Thank you. And I'm very proud of myself during this tournament. And I've shot a very solid 992 rated round. And really excited for tomorrow. See you guys round 2.